I'm not girly. As I'm wearing bow and jewels on today.
I'm not girly. She's got a freaking bow on her chest.
I'm not girly. Lay off, I'm starving. Like last night I said, remember Pop on you?
Yeah. Pop on you.
Pop on you.
Hazel. So I have this. I sent Danielle. I don't know. I may like post up some of these videos on here. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you can actually see some of the footage that I'm talking about.
This is More Than Reality podcast, where we dive into all things faith, family, and marriage and share that there is so much more than the reality that you see on the surface. Welcome to More Than Reality with Adam and Danielle Busby.
Welcome.
Hello.
Made it to episode 60 of More Than Reality podcast.
What?
This is
60.
Adam and Danielle Busby. And today is a very special episode because today
Happy Thanksgiving.
is Thanksgiving here in the U.S. Because people live, all over the world that listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
But
True.
it's American Thanksgiving. I have to say that because we have a lot of fans that reach out from all over the world.
Yeah, I know. It's cool.
So
It's cool, guys. Thank y'all. That's pretty weird to think about that people listen to us around the world and like I still think that's interesting. Like, what little mean Louisiana girl?
just
That's
a poor old white trash girl from the South.
I was not white trash. Now, come on now. Maybe part of people I knew, but not me. You better back off, bro.
Or family members. I gotta have white trashy family members.
I mean, if you're in Louisiana, you're probably a lot of you's white trash, but I personally don't feel like I was white trash.
I wasn't white trash, but
okay, see?
you can
Happy Thanksgiving.
we can get kind of trashy sometimes though.
Oh, we're thankful. We're thankful.
Everybody gets a little trashy sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so.
No matter what color you are.
Jeez, it's just really Louisiana it up today. Is Theo here today or something? So today's Thanksgiving, so it's just very fitting to just talk about thankfulness and gratefulness. And I just had like a brain fart.
Well, this week we've been getting the house, or Danielle has been getting the house ready.
Did you say that with like a
No, like more so of like, well, I actually haven't done any of it, but Danielle has.
In a grateful way?
Of course, a thankful way.
Oh, you better say
because
it.
it's Thanksgiving.
All right, so I hear that and I'm going to receive that, which means you can't complain about one thing about any of the decorations that are going to be going up for Christmas.
Complain about them?
Yeah, because you haven't seen them yet.
I've never complained about any.
You haven't seen the new ones yet.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying. I have a new
Are
theme.
they like obnoxious?
No, but I have a new theme. The front that I just did last night was like simple. The other tree that's in the living room and the theme in the main space is new.
As long as it doesn't look freaking mama.
Babe, you just said you were grateful that I am doing all the things. I went to storage. I hurt myself multiple times. I almost died up and down the stairs, walking across the air in the storage, sweating.
There's no stairs.
I meant the ladder. I just have a new theme, and I have an amazing, talented friend named Mandy.
Danielle's like in this new era.
No, I'm not. I've always been in this era.
Gross.
You're gross.
She,
and I'm thankful for my era.
You go to, where do you go? Where you go?
I don't know. Where do I go?
She goes to all these garage sales.
Nope. Never. It's not
Estate
garage sales.
sales. Sorry. That's less white trashy.
You just don't know design, babe, because you cannot walk into a house and everything be new.
It's not just the garage; it's the everything in the house. I guess.
Yeah, and that's a lot of vintage, old.
But she's like into like all this like super antique-y like stuff that doesn't really match anything in our houses.
Because we don't have anything.
So she keeps buying like all these old antique pieces with like really dainty legs, and like this ain't my grandma's house.
I didn't say it was. These are things that are going to go with new things.
Trying to make it my grandma's house.
He just doesn't get it. He sits here with a room of cameras and electronics around him, and that's what he wants to look at all day. And I have to walk around the rest of the house with blankets and clothes and towels and dirty stuff all everywhere and cups. And so give me some room to make something that I like, that I want to decorate. And don't forget, I folded your underwear today.
You folded them? You always make fun of me because I fold my underwear.
Because they were sitting there and they got it and they made me annoyed. You're thankful for that.
Very.
But according to design, you're supposed to mix old with new, because if it's all new, it looks too perfect, and no one wants to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. Like, it looks good if you got old with new. It makes the stuff look like lived in. It makes it have character. Yes.
Yeah, but there's just a thing about like different styles though. Like very like ornamental, like it just doesn't go.
As you look in this house right now, what's the style? Nothing, because it's hodgepodge of whatever, because we don't have anything.
Yeah, because you sold it all right before we moved out of our last house.
So now I'm collecting.
But the furniture pieces that we do have are more like
ready to get rid of.
Rustic to like a mix of like rustic,
babe,
modern farmhouse,
20 years ago,
leather, weathered wood type stuff.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And it doesn't really go with like dainty little ornamental antiques.
I know. So we're changing some of that up because we're ready to get rid of that.
Nope.
Some of that stuff. You don't get to say in that, babe.
I kind of do.
We'll see about that.
So
remember when you said I can't, when I put wallpaper in our bedroom, you're like, as long as it's not floral. And then what happened?
At least like if you put flowers in it, it was like really dark. It wasn't like
it was moody.
Pink and light pink, and
I'm not girly. As I'm wearing bow and jewels on today.
I'm not girly. She's got a freaking bow on her chest.
I'm not girly. Lay off, I'm starving.
As there's a freaking bow all the way across her chest.
Like I said,
I'm not girly.
Like I said, a touch of it. Just a touch here, a touch there. Okay? That's how I roll. You're the one who married this. That's all I'm saying.
So Danielle's been doing like all the I was about to say Halloween. Christmas decorations. We barely got out of Halloween. Haven't even made it to today's finally Thanksgiving, and we're already.
I didn't want to do
Christmas
anything
stuff.
Halloween or Thanksgiving. I wanted to jump straight to Christmas, and it's Thanksgiving.
Have you noticed that, like?
Oh, change the subject.
No, I feel like, especially like the last few years, everybody has been decorating for Christmas way sooner.
November 1st is the day that I want to decorate for Christmas.
Like, there was legit people with like Christmas lights well before Halloween.
Because people are starting to offer discounts to put Christmas lights up. The people who put the lights up, I've heard from friends, like they're like,
put them up and don't turn them on.
Dude, I would keep them up all year.
But
I love Christmas lights.
She's just a little white trashy.
I think I love them. I'll keep them up all year.
They do have those like Jellycat lights, but
Jellycat's a stuffed animal,
or whatever they're called. They're jelly something.
Oh.
I could be way off.
Probably.
But I could
doesn't sound right.
I could have sworn they were like called like jelly something. house light. They're like permanent house lights you put on your eaves, and you can change. They're like you can change the color for every season.
Since you're talking about lights, did you listen to Jeremy Roloff's thing about lighting in his house? And I texted him and I said, "Can you please share this with Adam?" Because
I know, and I saw y'all were talking about me because whenever you get, because I have access to your Instagram, and so whenever, especially you talk to someone that I know, it like pops up as a notification, and then I have to, because it looked like Jeremy was sending me a message, and then it was me, and I long tapped on it, and it said to you, and I was like, "What the heck are they freaking talking about?" And sure enough, you are talking about me and my lights.
And I said, "I need you to tell Adam this because I like window light and lamps, and Adam wants TV lights and podcast lighting all on all the time." It's not good for your mental state.
Yeah, I see that.
Thank you, Jeremy. You listen to this, and I'm going to send you an apple pie.
I mean, Jeremy is like all into, Jeremy and Audrey are just like all into the like circadian rhythms and like all the everything, like grounding, healthy eating, all the essential oils and all that kind of stuff. We can start
with lighting in the house. Let's do it.
Jeremy like gets laser focused on something, and he like goes.
Thankful Jeremy said that and shared that post so that Adam could see that we had the conversation and that we could work on that at home.
Like Jeremy researches so much, it's not even funny. Like whenever something about light bulbs, and you would never even know that you could know that much about light bulbs and incandescent versus LEDs and what it does to your body and circadian rhythms and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my gosh, he can go on and on about everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He does some crazy research.
So while I have been going to storage, and which was really only like yesterday, Christmas stuff.
You went multiple times yesterday.
I know, because you had so much stuff in your truck and I couldn't use the truck. But then I ended up taking the van because I was like playing cool mom in the party bus. Hashtag the Busbys.
Yeah. So while Danielle was doing all that, so
Adam was like, I'm working on this new server, blah, 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 blah.
Anybody that's followed me over the last, or anybody that's followed me sees my stories and stuff like that. I had a huge mishap.
Is there water in that?
A few weeks ago.
Is it old or new?
Vodka.
It's
just like water. I had a huge mishap with, actually it was a fairly brand new hard drive that I bought as a backup drive for a specific project that I was doing. And I've been working off of this and backing up to it. And the hard drive freaking failed. It was only like less than 6 months old, which is ridiculous. But I was able to like back up and find and recover like most of the information, except for one major file that kind of screws over a whole project. But at that point, I was like, I've got to do something different. I have hard drives on top of hard drives on top of hard drives everywhere. I need like a network storage unit. And so I finally broke down. It's freaking so expensive, but I got to do it. And so I bought this network attached storage drive that's got 6 hard drives in it. It's connected to our home network. I can view, edit, do all kind of stuff from the files from anywhere, not just at home. I don't have to be plugged into it. It's set. But I've been like categorizing and going through like old footage and hard drives and all this stuff to try to like start moving and migrating stuff over to this stuff that I might need. And once you do that, especially with all the footage and stuff that we have, you just kind of
get to be able to see all this stuff.
You get like, I've been like texting you like random files and stuff every now and then.
I know, but can I log in to look at these old videos of our life?
Yeah, possibly. Like once I get it organized. Right now it's not organized. It's just like I'm copying over random stuff. I don't want to copy everything over right away. Like I'm letting stuff, just really old stuff, just live. on hard drives in the closet. But and then like once I get everything squared like that I'm using right now, then I'll like go back and like start pulling some.
See you in 20 years.
I know it's a lot.
Anyway, he got on a whim, whatever is it? What did you say?
Bender.
Yeah, Bender. Of old home videos of quintuplet babies and little Blayke.
And when Blayke was little.
We want to thank Cozy Earth for sponsoring our podcast, and we are in the holiday season, and there is no better time than now to stock up on cozy products, because our favorite time of year is now, and we love nothing more than, I think all of you can relate to this, is that you want to curl up by the fire or on the couch and just watch Christmas movies. I mean, I know a lot of us women and kids love to do that, and I think you do too, right?
I just fall asleep easy, especially whenever I'm wrapped up in a bubble cuddle blanket.
Yeah, but I know Parker in our house, her favorite thing to do is literally it's cozy time. Like literally that is her favorite part of the day, and she's always been like that. We have talked about Cozy Earth sheets that we are obsessed with. We've talked about the bubble cuddle blanket, but today I want to talk about their bamboo pajama sets, because they have them for women, they have them for men, but they also have them for kids too. So these are made from viscose from bamboo. So we know bamboo sheets, we know bamboo products are amazing, but viscose from bamboo is even softer. This is my favorite kind of product to buy when it comes to anything like I wear. It's so soft, so incredibly soft. So they have some cute holiday prints like the reds, but some plaids and stuff. So check out CozyEarth.com. You can use code MORETHAN. And today, Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday,
yep,
which is December 2nd, you can get 40% off, guys. That sale is not going to get any better than right now.
Yep, so go to CozyEarth.com. You got 40% off with the code MORETHAN. You also have a 100-night sleep trial.
If you want to get the Cozy Earth sheets, it's worth it.
And a 10-year money-back guarantee.
Yes. So check out CozyEarth.com and use code MORETHAN for 40% off. You've got today, Thanksgiving, November 27th till December 2nd to use that code and get 40% off, because this is the best deal of the year right here, right now. And make sure if you get a post-purchase survey, you tell them that you heard it right here. Yep. On More Than Reality podcast.
So wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth.
Thank you, Cozy Earth, for sponsoring our podcast. And it's very hard to get out of that
and you
when
can't
you start it.
Yeah. And
so he's like, I've been in my office dealing with this hard drive all day. And I'm like, and then he's sending me these videos. I'm like, and you mean you're just looking at home footage and you can't stop?
Well, I have to look at it. I have to know what I'm moving over. Plus, a lot of that stuff, like I have a stack this big of like solid state drive that moves stuff really fast. But then a lot of the old footage of the quints and stuff, it's in these huge, bulky, regular hard drives that spin slow. They're spinning drives, and it takes forever for them to transfer. And so it like transfers super slow. So like, you know, I could move over an entire solid state drive in a matter of 15 minutes. But then if I try to move that same amount of storage from one of those bigger drives, it may take me 11 hours. It's crazy. And so while stuff is moving, I'm just kind of sorting through and like looking, okay, what am I going to move over next? So I got to look through it all. But yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know how many times I cried in my office by myself, because I mean, it's just, you get all in the feels whenever you start. I recommend it, like as a mom or a dad, just to kind of every now and then just kind of go back through old footage, old photos, old videos.
I just don't have like,
just remember.
Yeah.
Be thankful.
Yeah. I don't have like access. Like my phone doesn't, I can't log back on my phone. It'll go back like maybe 5 years. It doesn't go back to like the baby years on my phone from however and whatever way it used to back up or whatever. like you can go on your phone and be like, oh, 2019 and pull up something. I'm like, my phone doesn't do that. Because I used to like manually back it up.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, yeah, no, dumb. My smart husband didn't set my phone up right. Back then.
I don't know about that.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just joking. But yeah, it is. It's good. It's funny. And we still have like, when we were moving, we still have that big tub of stuff we moved out the house of all the NICU and photos and stuff. I just took it out. I was trying to put it under our bed, that big flat tub. I want to sit down, like with the girls and go through all that stuff.
All right, guys, holiday season is upon us. Holiday shopping and gift giving season is upon us.
And men are hard to shop for.
I usually just shop for myself. And she knows this and it bugs her.
Because I love shopping for men stuff because Adam is the only man, boy things that I get to shop for in the Busby house. So women, if you can relate and you need to shop for your husbands because they don't like to shop, Poncho Outdoors is the product that you need to buy for them.
It's going to be a hit every time.
They're going to look good and they're going to look good as they're working and looking good. Because they can wear it, but they also can work out in the field if they're farmers or cowboys, or they just want to wear it because it's nice.
I wear it to the office.
Yeah, because it's like a twofer.
The thing is, like, if you look good, you feel good.
Yep, I think that's Adam's motto.
But also, you can flip that, and if you feel good, because I always feel good in poncho, I look good.
That is true. Always looking good. So Adam's got the Western Polo on now. Yep. If you're watching this on our YouTube podcast.
Last week I had on the flannel.
Yes, I love the flannel, and it's a great season to check out their flannels. And Adam, tell us what's good about poncho, because they have some great, specialties about why do men need to wear a poncho.
I absolutely love poncho because you can like cater your fit.
Yeah,
they have standard fit, they have slim fit, they have tall fit.
And I think this is why men don't like shopping, because they never can find the perfect fit for them.
Yeah,
the poncho offers. Guess what? You can send it back, and we're gonna find that perfect fit for you.
Yeah, risk-free returns to make sure that you have the perfect fit.
Yep.
Order something, try it on.
But Adam is super particular about all his collars, and he loves the fit of all the collars on all of Poncho's products. The polo he has on now is like wrinkle resistance. The flannels are like, they're like this. If you sweat in them or whatever, they like dry super fast. They're like, what do you call that? Like, it like wicks. Yeah. So it's perfect for like that, like work. You can like work in it, but you can also like wear it on the weekend. So guys, y'all need to check out, and wives, Poncho Outdoors.com. And that's PONCHO Outdoors.com /
more than. So we have a landing page there. Go check it out. A lot of my favorites are right there on our More Than Reality landing page. So go to ponchooutdoors.com / more than.
And you're going to get $10 off and free shipping. And just remember, if those fits don't fit, you don't have to cause a fit, because you can send it back and they're going to fit you just right.
Yep.
You like that? Did you hear that?
So get your loved ones or yourself poncho this holiday season.
Yep. So for the man who doesn't ask for much but deserves the best, get him Poncho's Outdoors for this holiday season.
Yeehaw. Yeah, I mean, just going across, obviously all the
I
stuff.
do that this week since we're out of school.
Stuff from the NICU, but then like, man, like whenever your kids, obviously the quints are 10 and Blayke's 14 now. But I mean, like back in those like toddler years where, I in my opinion, it's like the best stage of life. Whenever they're just starting to talk, like you have to really concentrate to like make out what words they're saying, but they know what they're saying, and
like they had their own language.
And then like you'll tell them something, and then they'll repeat like the last word in the sentence, like while you're trying to describe something, and all of them would do it. And it's just, but you know, just coming across like video after
Like
video,
when Riley
like
would say,
all kind of
like,
different
bite your
stuff.
arm, and then I'll go arm.
Or there was this, like whenever in the summertime, whenever we would play with water balloons, they call them pop-on-yous.
Yeah.
And
I love that. I sent that video to Blayke last night, and I said, you remember pop-on-yous?
yeah, pop-on-you.
Pop-on-you.
Hazel. So I have this. I sent Danielle. And I don't know. I may like post up some of these videos on here. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you can actually see some of the footage that I'm talking about. And I have to go back and find it now. But yeah, it was just like us playing with the girls in the backyard. We're playing with those like bunch of balloons where it just like drops a bunch of water balloons at the same time. And it's just funny, like just how impatient they are, even though you're filling up like 30 water balloons at a
one
time.
Yeah.
But still, like Danielle's like filling them up.
You have to hold one balloon at the water faucet to turn it
And
on.
they couldn't wait that extra 10 seconds. They're all like, "Rah!" Screaming, trying to get a water balloon. You're like, no, don't touch them yet. Don't pull them up. But then immediately they all start yelling, pop on you, pop on you. Just chasing each other around and start crying whenever there's pops. And
Yeah.
it's just funny. I don't know. It's just like going through like each stage of their life.
Who wants to pet him? Who wants to pet him?
I want to pet him.
Oh, but not Rara. Who's gonna touch it?
I don't know. It just very much I feel thankful. Kind of goes along with the sentiment of today, which is Thanksgiving, and just like being thankful for like these memories that we do have, being thankful for like the time that we actually live in where we can actually, you know, capture those memories. Obviously, we have a very unique situation with having a television show where like other people capture stuff for us, but this was like a point of contention a lot on the TV show in the act while we were filming it with our producers and stuff, because yes, we were filming our show and doing all these like really cool stuff and just capturing these moments and stuff with our family. I also, while we were filming the show, I always carried a camera also.
Not always, but a lot of the time.
A lot of the time. And I would kind of argue it every now and then with some of the producers about like, hey, can you just put the camera down for this moment? And I was like, because they're like, we're capturing this. And I was like, yeah, but
You'll never give that to me.
You'll never give that to me. You're never going to give me that raw footage. So I'll never see it again other than, you know, the 3 minutes of that thing that we did for on TV. But, you know, it may have been like an all-day event. It may be like 3 to 5 minutes of footage that's going to go on TV. And so that's why, like, I would always argue and hold my ground because, like, no, I'm going to capture these moments because these are, like, awesome moments with our kids and cool memories of, like, first, you know, and all these different things that we were doing and, like, you know, first time to the zoo and first time here, first time to Disney and all this stuff. And, yeah, they were recording us and, like, capturing this footage, but it wasn't for us. It wasn't for us.
Yeah.
It was for you. It wasn't for us.
Yeah.
And so, because that's what I would always tell them back is like, okay, are you going to give me that footage? And they're like, nah, we can't do that. I'm like, exactly. That's why I'm not putting this camera down and I'm going to capture these moments whenever I can because
we want this
years
for
from now, when you're gone, you know, say this Disney cruise, it was, you know, an episode or, you know, and over the course of that, there's all kind of other random stuff and like here and there. But, you know, over the course of like just like these little events and small little things that they do and they captured, it's like, you know, 30 seconds here, 2 minutes here. But I'll never see it again other than like those little small moments. And so.
Well, it would be like, we're going to film these activities and then we'll give you an hour to go swim. Well, those are the things that we wanted to do with our kids. We wanted to be able to capture some of that,
Yeah.
like going on the slide for the first time. Or,
Yeah. So that was like a big thing of like why I always like held my ground. I'm like, no, like I want to capture these moments. I want to be able to go back and look back and potentially like later on go back and make videos of these things also.
Yeah.
That's
But
like
I also
that's
give
like
you a
home
hard time sometimes too.
It's like home videos instead of just a television show.
But there were days too. Well, when we would go on vacations, not just us, like where it was days where it was no cameras and it was just us going on vacation. And of course, we want to capture, like do our own thing or whatever. But we always had a day, like a down day. It was like there's no photos, there's no videos, because we didn't want it always just being cameras.
Yeah.
So we always had time where it was like we never, no matter if it was like a first restaurant or a first this, it was like we never took photos, we never took videos or nothing. It was like this is a camera day. This is no camera day. So.
Yeah, but
But all to say, like it is, even though there was a glimpse of things that were captured on the show, hopefully what we can remember in rewatching the show is that we can remember what those moments were still like. I mean, I kind of don't remember some of that just because a lot of my time is in mom mode and a lot of those things, and I'm not like a lot of the time, like I was never really, really present unless the kids were not around.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because I'm constantly worried about like them.
Yeah.
Especially in public places, Yeah. So.
I mean, just going back and like looking at all these old videos and stuff and like timeline, because like, you're looking at like file structure and stuff, and I'm seeing like how often we were like filming stuff every single day, especially because like in those early years, like the quints were, they're growing so fast, they're learning so fast, and it's not just like one kid that, it's like. If you have like one or two kids, it's like a much slower pace. But whenever it's 5 and like she may have her first this day, and then like a day or two later, like she may have her first at that same thing. And so like you're just constantly like wanting to capture it all and remember it all and like just take it all in. So like one day you can go back and, whether it's for home videos or for, for their kids one day just to have that. Hey, where is Ava? That's Ava? Is that Ava, Riley?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
How do you know Ava?
I like a baby.
Where is Hazel?
Hazel likes it.
Where's Hazel?
Wait.
You're Hazel?
Yes. Don't let me do the dead pocket.
Where's Riley?
Why?
Riley's right there? Where's Parker?
Right.
Right there. Where's Parker?
Right there.
But I was kind of surprised, like as I was like scrolling through and I'm like looking at all the dates, and it was like almost every day. Like we were filming some sort of like little event, or just even if it was just like one clip that day, but it was just like there. I'm like, wow. And just like seeing like the progression of how the kids were changing and growing and like their vocabulary and stuff. And like as I'm going like months and months and months down of just like all this cataloged footage. And it was just crazy to see like the development and like how they were growing, like in almost like it just in like not real time, but just like the sped up version. It was like, well, it was pretty cool just to go back. I mean, I have this one folder that's like super long before I used to do things the way I do now, where I would keep everything on this huge file, and like all these different events were like all together. And so like I could see like by date, and it was like over the course of probably years of just like all these like little things. I'm like sitting there scrolling through, and you just And then I never go to bed late. Rarely. I'm usually like, Quints are in bed, I'm going to bed. And like the last few nights this week, I don't think I've gone to bed earlier than 11 p.m.
I know, it has been weird.
And because like you just get sucked in. I get sucked in and I just can't stop. And because you just,
I know,
it's
I'd love
painful.
to take all those early things like you're saying and like make something out of it, you know, where you're not having, like, I would love to see that progression, like in a video, you
Yeah.
know?
it's
So can you do that for me?
a pretty big project, but
Can you do that for my birthday? It's in like 30 days.
no. Will not happen. I don't
Just
think I
kidding.
could do that by then.
I'm just kidding. Maybe next year. Yeah, it's good. And so I think what you're trying to say is that out of all this, given the season and, you know, as we watch our kids grow up, is that what I'm hearing is documenting. And, you know, back in the day, a lot of how we used to remember things was like
Photo
we would
albums.
do like photo albums or like baby books and journals and stuff like that. And I think technology makes it really easy to be able to capture something now. I look back, I was going to post and I went back and looked at like my blog. And I remember the first year of Blayke's, there was this app. I forget what it was called. But I took a
time warp or something.
something 365 or something. But I took a picture of Blayke every single day for the first year, and I can see it all together. A picture of her every single day for the first year. And I'm like, dude, how awesome would that have been if I could have done that with the Quints? But like, how would I have done that with the Quints, you know? But it was different then because I
tell
didn't.
Ava and Olivia apart some days.
But I didn't have like, it was already different by the time 4 years later when the Quints were born. I had a different type of iPhone or like whatever. So, or video, and everything was different 4 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that it's important to just be able to capture memories.
I mean, it's one thing to, you know, be intentional, be mindful about like capturing the moments, but also like live in the moment.
Right. And that's what I was getting at next.
Like
Because
I've been
sometimes-
big on, and I know, this is my life and this is what I do, you know,
Capturing.
but you know, so like have always tried to like stay on top of technology and like what camera or what piece of equipment or gear is going to make it easy for me to do this to where it's not cumbersome, it's not hard. And so, you know, just like from different, like smaller, like action cameras that I can just like throw in my pocket but it shoots like really great quality video. And like the Insta360 cameras, like the little, they have like the Go 3 or the Ultra or whatever, and they're like tiny, and you can just like stick them onto a magnet and stick them to anything. And but like, so I've always been like mindful about like just, okay, like when something new comes out, like is that going to make it easier for me to like capture this or whatever and make it like less cumbersome to where I can actually be more in the moment. And so I just think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I would definitely recommend living in the moment over capturing the moment.
But sometimes it's really hard.
And not capture the moment.
Yeah. But I remember I was listening to a video someone posted the other day. It was really sweet about this girl going through years and years of infertility. And then her story ended up leading, God led her down this path of walking life with a friend who ended up getting pregnant. And long story short, the girl who went through infertility ended up adopting her friend's baby. I don't know the story of all that. Anyways, she remembered being like connected into this church and everything. And I guess through baptism, all this stuff, like she remembered being overwhelmed by like all this started with being involved in this church. And she remember leaving one day and being kind of overwhelmed and like walked back in the church and just was like holding her child and just kind of walked in there and asked someone, she said, can you just please take a picture of me and my son right here? I want to be able to remember this moment when like I remembered where all this came together. Like the moment I'm holding my son, the moment where like all this happened, like that, something like that. Like don't pass up that moment where you're like, I need to capture this.
Yeah.
You know, a simple photo of like, even if you just see something outside that like, what is that? Remember, what is even if it's something like meaningful, like you saw a flower of something like, and you can look back at that and being like, I know what that meant to me that day. That's powerful. And like, I do that at times. I will take a picture of something in the sky and like, I can put it in my notes on like, just open my notes on my phone and put it in there and like put a little note next to it. And I will come up to something years later and be like, oh my gosh, that is so, I totally remember that.
Yeah. Cause things like that help so much with like perspective.
Yeah. And you look back like, years later, it's like a journal everywhere you go. Like your iPhone can be used as so many different things, not just for technology to call someone, or social media or to texting, but it can be used to document life moments too, you know, simple things too. So, definitely they're very thankful for one, the life God has given us, but also the way God has blessed us with, the things and the people around us to be able to, and just like the protection around us that he has put around us to be able to have this life and to survive this life, you know, but also just the skills and the ability and the blessings of just the things that we are not capable of. He has gone before us and stepped ahead of us and like carved the way and like just pushed us and just gone before us. And, you know, being obedient is not always easy, but we're so grateful to have the support of one another. But also, you know, church family, our family and our friendships with others, and just each other to encourage one another and like push each other down the path that, you know, we know is right, but may not be the one we want to go down, but we know we need to. And so just, and, you know, we too are different mindsets and different, but I'm so very thankful for Adam's skills and technology and, you know, the visions that he has and the mindset and the skills, because I don't see things like he does. But
she just gets mad at me when I buy stuff.
Yeah, like hashtag an hour before we started this podcast. And so they're all good things. Just sometimes things cause friction because they're not done at the right time or at the right conversation or the right moment or whatever. But they're all in friction meant for good. And I do see them as blessings, especially as we are talking and looking back at, man, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, like look at where we are today. And would we envision being here? Absolutely not in our garage sale, white trash, whatever you want to call me.
Former life.
But
yeah, I was honestly hoping that entire time that I've been working on that, like you were not going to come in my office, because I knew if you come in here, we're never going to leave.
I'll never get anything done.
I know. It was just like one of those things.
Well,
like
honestly,
the second can't stop.
Well, the second you started sending me videos, I was like, that's why I texted you. I said, that's what you're really doing up there. And I thought, if I go up there,
you won't get anything done the rest of the night.
And I was like, there's other, like the kids are here. They're home from school. There's now friends over. There's stuff everywhere, Christmas things, like trying to entertain them. And at this point, even last night, it's like 9:00 and like we're eating ice cream. I'm like, I got stuff on the porch. They're playing outside with me eating ice cream as I'm like doing like stuff on the porch, like putting lights up and like stuff, whatever. And like, we're all laughing, like having fun. So I'm like, I can't even like step into that. I got to be like visible down here, you know? So you go have your you time and you're not up at this time of the day, so whatever time
It's
of the
like
night.
bonus
So
time. I was on bonus time.
this was your bathtub alone time.
No, yeah, I'm not normally up at after 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So anything I'm doing in my office is like free time, bonus time.
See,
It's
it was your time. It's mine. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. I'm doing whatever I want. It's my bathtub. Like, don't talk to me time. So, anyways, we hope y'all have have had a great Thanksgiving, and be thankful for what God has blessed you with, and don't give up on what's next for your life and what God's got in store for you and what you're praying for, because God can still do miracles, and don't give up hope.
Yep.
So,
all right. We love you guys.
thanks for listening.